YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Attila, and we're being attacked by the NTians. Basically all their forces attacking all my forces. I don't have a lot of infantry, which is my main concern. I think I've only got 7 infantry units in total. I do have a lot of cavalry though, and but these guys have more infantry, a lot more infantry than me. And theirs is probably sturdier for the price. But I do overwhelm them pretty bad with cavalry. But they do have some of these Germanic mounted warband, which are decent cav. They've got a couple of onagers in each army. I could retreat from this, but they're just going to keep chasing me. So I really just want to go ahead and fight this, and I'm going to have to fight it well, get all my forces together, and just run one extremely devastating attack against the enemies. They are attacking me, and they will want to get all their forces together, no doubt. But I'm going to need all my forces together before I'm able to crush them as well. They've chosen fog, which is going to be annoying. And of course they attacked my smallest army, which means I'm going to have to wait for reinforcements from my larger armies. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull to the back of the... Well, let's see. My reinforcements are coming from kind of halfway on the map over here. So let's just get closest. Well, my reinforcements are going to come from 2 different directions. We'll just kind of get halfway in between them. And we'll go ahead and line out our troops a little bit. Just go ahead and start putting my infantry in the center. I'm going to put my lancers to a flank just to try and get rear charges. We can harass them with our bow cavalry all the way from the beginning, I'm sure. And then we'll just get my melee cav and keep my generals safe in the center where they can hopefully inspire as well. Let's go ahead and get things started here. The only thing that's going to stink about trying to harass them is their onager can fire all over at my horse archers and probably kill a lot of them. Certainly don't want that. We could go harass enemy reinforcements on the way in though as well. Potentially kill their onager as it comes on the field. Let's go ahead and pull up this way a little bit.
The enemy draws near.
We're going to need to get all of our forces together. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I would like to see if we could lure out some of their cavalry to their death with my horse archers. That'd be great. But until then, I'm just going to focus on getting all my troops together in one spot. I do have a lot of horse archers though, and I want to use them to their best effect, which means that I should probably go harass the enemy early. I'll keep him in a giant horse archer horde here. Let's get all my infantry in one big long line. Okay, those onagers are probably going to want to go ahead and fire at me. Let's just go ahead and, again, just get our horse archers up, see if we can lure some enemy cav into a trap. I'll use my horse archers mostly just for running down enemy skirmishers, while my infantry and cavalry focus on destroying the enemy units. I am going to go ahead and push up over here. So I've got 3 Hun warlords that I'll put in the back here. I want to put all my lancer cav on one flank. Let's just kind of see what we have. We do have some cavalry, I think, that's being lured in. Kind of unleashing some flaming volleys real quick on their onager. We're going to have to keep away here. We have lured some enemy cav in our direction. The only problem is I'm going to be getting chased towards the red line, and I shouldn't have allowed that to happen. But if we can lure these guys into enough archer fire, we can probably destroy them, which would be great. They are catching up with my men though, because they're likely, yeah, they're quick, just like my horse archers. But we have lured them to their death. They're basically dead, and we ruined that onager crew. And we're gonna get another horse unit out here lured to its death as well. So I'm gonna do this to the enemy just about as much as I possibly can. I even have more horse archers over here that I missed. Get away. Yeah, it's gonna require me to try and micromanage my troops to be successful here, which is not my forte. Like right here. The enemy cav, though, is just as fast as my horse archers, so it is hard to catch them. But there, they're routed. Okay. So we actually did manage to kill a couple of enemy horse units, which is pretty big. That's a warlord. Never mind. I'm going to keep my warlords in the center. I'm going to get all my melee cav lined up on the flanks. Tribespeople, warband. Get all my Lancer cav overloaded on one flank, and we'll just swing them into immediate rear charges. Okay, I've kind of got my units into a few groups, and I'll actually group them up to make them a little easier to move since there's so many units. Oh, actually, this will be the easiest way. So just call it infantry. We don't want to hard group it. I'm just gonna call it group 1, and my left flank cav is gonna be group 2, and my right flank cav is gonna be group 3, and my lancers be group 4. My generals over here be group 5. So let's just go ahead and select all these units here. And the enemy is attacking me, and I want to hold a decent hill position, so I'm going to go ahead and just move up all my troops into what I think is going to be a nice hill position. Are these onagers moving towards me? They are. I'm going to move up and just destroy these onagers real quick with my horse archers, since they're singled out. I don't want to go head to head with the enemy skirmishers, though. So I'll try and stay out of their range, though we are getting close to being in their range. Or we will be once we run the attack on the enemy onagers. Let's just get in here and attack the enemy onagers real quick in melee, and then just get out of here. Ooh, there's some enemy cav nearby, though. Germanic mounted warband. Let's go ahead and pull away. We don't want that. That pretty much killed the onager crew right there. And now we can go into fire at will to target the enemy Germanic mounted warband that's chasing me. We'll just kind of flee and surround and destroy them. So we'll kind of do like an enveloping maneuver here as much as we can, fall back in the center, and then just otherwise, there we go. So that unit's going to be gone. We've effectively neutralized most of the enemy cav over here, actually, which is really great. It's going to require me to keep trying to micromanage this horde of horse archers. This is the kind of thing we need to do to win, though. Okay, that mounted warband's still chasing me. It shouldn't cause much damage. Let's see, so group 1's my infantry. Let's run my infantry forward and get ready to get into combat. I need group 3. Let's get my group 3 out here. I'm going to go into slow motion just real quick to get some... let's get my attack orders set up right. We got a lot of spears and other stuff following my horse archers back here. That's fine. Let's just fall away from them. That's going to do great work for me. We'll gang up on that one unit that's coming after us and move our lancers up as well. Let's just go ahead and engage the enemy infantry main line. Some of their infantry is running away from me. I'll give chase to it real quick. And then let's pull up my warlords to see if we can break through gaps in the enemy line. We've already got melee cav behind them, and then their caps being ganged up on. And then over here we're luring out this big bunch of spears and other units that are going to get separated from the main fight where they're going to be badly needed. And right here we've got a chance to break through enemy line with our warlord units. So that's what I'm going to get ready to do. We'll immediately push here. Take our lancers, move up. All this cav's free. And again, we're just see that huge band of horse archers. We are going to lose a lot of infantry in the center, but we're going to quickly get our lancers up and get some rear charges going here. Those Germanic hurlers are holding up a lot longer than I'd like. Let's push through the main line with our warlord units, and let's go ahead and start to outflank this blob of crap over here that the enemy's got coming at me. Okay, so this lancer charge ought to be complete. Let's get out of there, and let's just go for the enemy infantry and use one unit to chase off hurlers. Just get around, charge here, charge into these unbraced spear units, charge into the back of that, get a Hun warlord there. My steppe chieftain got caught here in the center, so let's get him out of that combat. Yeah, this is gonna work out here. Let's take all this cavalry and charge into some of this enemy infantry. My warlord here managed to get in a good position. My own flaming shots, though, are probably going to damage him. Let's pull these guys over here and save their ammo. I'm just going to try and get into all these skirmishers for now, and we'll just ignore the spearmen for the time being. Right here we got a great opening into the back of this blob.
Troops are being ambushed.
And we need to pull back here. So I think we should be able to do this if we just keep cycling around. I need to keep my warlords safe, though. I got one of them here. I don't know where the others are at. Just get into the back of that fight. Yeah, if I lose track of a warlord here, it's gonna suck. But I very well could. Okay, let's get away from those spears. Got another warlord here. Let's just get down here and get after this infantry. Cycle out our good cav. Come back in here, chase down these routing spears. Okay, we've gotten most of the enemy skirmishers back here, and we can just ignore those spearmen for the time being. Let's get a charge in here. We're just concerned about absolutely crushing the enemy infantry center, and we've pretty much succeeded in doing that. I let a unit over here get caught by spears. That's fine. Let's get these guys again. Okay, ignore the spearmen over here. My general is getting in trouble. Let's get this general queen out here to safety, charge those axes and finish them off. Yeah, now just by matter of blobbing we can pretty much keep the enemy at bay, and we'll just deal with their remaining spear units one at a time. Let's get a rear charge over here.
The general has fallen. Our victory grows ever nearer.
Okay, and right now, essentially, we're just gonna take out these Germanic nobles. Let's get our horse archers. Keep chasing down skirmishers. These horse archers here.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Getting crazy to try and get all micro intense here. Let's turn on their flaming shot. They can probably rout these units. These Germanic nobles are gonna rout. The spearmen are trying to get into the back of me. But with the rout of those guys, it's pretty much now just gonna be a mop-up duty, which I'm gonna go ahead and turn all my horse archers off fire at will because I don't want them shooting each other. I'm gonna let them go into melee, chasing fleeing enemy units because they are fast and should do well at this. Let's just get all our cavalry on the move and chase down every living soul of this battle that we can. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play and let my guys get after these guys. So I want to make the Antians pay severely for all this chasing me. So this ends up being a huge Hun victory. That group's not worth chasing. That group's definitely worth chasing. So, like I said, we want to chase down and destroy as many of these routing troops as we can. A lot of them will have gotten away already, but just all these kills, not only going to boost my numbers, but will definitely help us. And I'm pretty sure all the Germanic the generals are dead. But just in case, let's go ahead and attack this unit, chase this unit, chase. Got my horse archers running these guys down. Yeah, all of the large remaining groups of units have all been run down. There's just a few guys over here. I managed to not get my chieftain killed, though I do think I got close with one or two of them. Apparently chasing routing units in this game doesn't take too long either, because we just got a huge number of kills. Sweet. Yeah, so I think we've pretty well just absolutely destroyed our enemies here. So this was a great battle for us. I didn't realize that my force would have such an easy time there, but I guess all that massed cavalry is just too much for infantry to stop in this game. Pretty much the long and short of it. So we killed a large number of their men there. They're going to be forced to leave us alone. I should be able to sit here and camped long enough to actually train my men. And some of you keep screaming at me like, for goodness sake, split up your hordes, the rivalry penalty. Hey, I get it. I get the rivalry penalty, but here's the thing. The rivalry penalty is not hurting me near as bad as not having men or getting my stacks killed, which I can't afford to do. So I can't get my stacks killed. And let's see. Ransom or release captives, money gain, but it takes away integrity. Certainly not going to do that. Kill the captives. I'm going to take on warriors because I'm going to be needing to do a lot of retraining. Looks like one of their stacks survives and pushes away, but for the most part, they took a massive beat down. And at this point, I should be able to get my guys retrained, equipped, make some buildings, whatever else it is we need to do. And what I'll do is move over to that river where I can put one of my hordes on the other side, basically, and that'll reduce the rivalry penalty just a little bit. Still getting a lot of hostile agent activity, at least 3 of them. And what does this say? Public order up to -10 bonus. Oh, well, whatever. I'm guessing that doesn't really apply to my actual horde. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, the food situation's not good, though. So we do need to try and take care of this. So let's see if we can get rid of some of these enemy agents. These guys are crazy annoying. We need to get them out of here. So we at least wound this guy. Let's take this horde, which is in a normal stance here. And we'll bring them across, let's see. Is going across the river actually getting me in a different province? I can't tell if it puts... oh, yeah, okay, there's the little light black line. You can't see it because I burned their city to the ground. So yeah, we'll move this one across into a different province, and that you can see that automatically helps our food. So we'll just go into an encamped status here. And then we'll just, again, move up and keep these guys within reinforcement range while they're retraining. And I do need to get some new troops trained, plus that should help with my replenishment. And this will also hopefully give me a chance to catch up against all the enemy spies. But I'm guessing that the food situation in this province is going to be bad because I pillaged it. In fact, it makes me want to... If I move across here, I wonder if it helps my food. Dang it, I just moved through an attrition zone too. That was annoying. You know what, though? We should totally whack those guys. We forced them back. That's good enough. Move back here. Yeah, it actually did help my food to move into this province. I wonder if we move this last group across, if it'll help also. Because raising that province probably made it not such a great place to get food. I know you're like, the rivalry penalty. Yes, I know. Yeah, it did. It just helped my food in general to get out of that province. So that's what I'm going to do. Get all my guys encamped here. Let's get into the armies and see if we can start... Well, we don't have a whole lot of income, to be honest, so we're going to have to be careful about retraining, which is the main reason why I'm keeping my hordes together at the moment. The Sassanid Empire is most likely going to be the most well defended. We do need to do some plundering, though, to get some to get some money. The biggest challenge we're going to have is that, look, destroyed, already taken over by rebels. So, I mean, destroyed. There's going to be a lot of this area that's not going to be very good for the plundering at the moment, unfortunately, but I don't know, at least we can try and get rid of some of these enemy agents. Let's see what else we've got here. Let's go ahead and do some research on this side of things. Felt maker. What else we got here? Wine trader is actually a pretty handy building, if I remember right. It costs money to research this, but let's go ahead and do it. Let's just end the turn. We got some unassigned skills. Sacking income is going to be great, and raiding income, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Again, still going to have to learn how to do this whole horde thing. Obviously, I just want to get these stacks strong and then split up and just go on like a raiding frenzy. And as long as my single stack is pretty strong, I'm going to feel pretty good about my ability to keep them alive. But right now, we're just not running enough profit to really support many more units. And we need to get more profit going because I'd like to have several hordes, more than what I have, so we can really do some business.
Peace, honestly.
Don't really want peace with the Romans, but hey, at least we've destroyed the enemies in our immediate vicinity. They learned a lesson about pushing their luck with the Huns. They should not have pushed their luck against me, and they did. And I managed to destroy basically 4 full stacks of enemy troops there, raid a town. Actually, we've raided 2 towns, so enemies have had a pretty good chance to get a hold of us early on here. They've blown every opportunity. Magyars have been destroyed. Zigays, or whatever they are, illegitimate birth. The protege, let's see what we got here. So, a Roman boy taken hostage has proven his worth and would make a fine addition to the court. Well, bring him in. What are you asking me if you know he's going to be a fine addition? Alright, so the Ostrogoths actually have an army up here. The Gepids also. But it looks like they're all going to be suffering a little bit of attrition. Let's see how our guys are doing from a retraining standpoint. Gaining back men, but it would definitely improve if I recruited a unit in each of them. So let's go ahead and see here. I'm just going to go with the cheaper infantry for now. Well, we can get Hunnic dismounted warband, and it's cheaper than all of them. And the dismounted warband's actually pretty decent. I mean, the spear units are going to be a little more sturdy, but these guys actually have some attack, albeit no defense, but still. I don't need fancy infantry, I just need infantry. Let's disband this unit, and then get some Hunnic dismounted warband. Relatively low upkeep on these guys. I captured an onager too, which that's a mercenary onager. I'm going to disband it because I don't want the upkeep. It's not going to get me any kills. So we got some Hunnic dismounted warband. What do we got here? 2 steppe lancers and some steppe mounted tribespeople and a bunch of bows. We're going to need better units here. Geez, 320 upkeep on the Raider Cav? Get over yourself. I think we'll just get more mounted tribespeople. So let's just kind of run through some of this and see what we can do. We need to take our agent before we spend too much money and try and get rid of these enemy agents. Man, our agent's on a streak. Now if we can just get rid of that Ostrogothic agent, we'll be in good shape. So we got full open on Assassinate, Extort foreign agents. I don't know what Extortion does. We can't unlock it just yet, though, because we'd have to come down this tree, too. Scout ahead. Deploy in a foreign province, it creates corruption. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get that one set up. And let's just go into the rest of these armies and take care of a few things here. Here, the only thing we can get is the steppe tribespeople, which is fine. Again, cheap infantry, all about it at this point. What do we got? We got 3 steppe mounted tribespeople, 1 steppe lancer, and a steppe brigand. Probably could use a couple more mounted bows here.
We need good fighters.
And let's just see what our income looks like as we build these few units. Again, I'm trying to stick to lower tier units so that we don't end up spending too much money. I'm not upgrading any of those units at the moment either. Here we don't have a lot of options. These noble Akziri raiders cost some redonkulous upkeep, so screw that. I can't even train good light cavalry here, unfortunately. I've just got these step-mounted tribes. We can always switch some units between armies, though. Let's get a couple more bows here, and a couple of these cheaper Hunnic spears. And then let's just see if we can handle the upkeep on these units. I don't know that we can. And we'll just start some research here. We got the systematic ransacking, which is great. Preserved food wagons. Nomadic trade depot. Sounds like it could potentially be interesting. Let's go ahead and try that. And again, we're just going to go ahead and end a couple of turns while we do this training. Let's keep an eye on our food and income. Just make sure everything stays at least relatively stable for now. The Allans are going to come attack me. Really? Why would the Allans want to do this? They're going to get completely overwhelmed. Yeah, it definitely seems like a foolhardy notion. They have these Sarmatian spears, which are cool units. They're dog units with spears. And a bunch of mounted Germanic warband. I actually have some Sarmatian cataphracts and onager as well. But we're going to fight this, and we'll completely paste these guys as well. I'm willing to put down any of these enemy fools that want to come try something like this. I have no idea what makes the enemy think that this is going to be a smart attack. Nothing about this is going to be smart. So we've got our few pitiful infantry units. Reinforcements are going to come in over here. So this is a good spot, though, to be in, because this reminds me of the map Swamp. It's not quite like it, but it's pretty similar. Let's keep our warlord here in the center. Got our mounted tribes people there. Mounted warband, brigands, and steppe lancers will run on this flank. And then we got our bows. All these horse archers are actually pretty handy in campaign. Pretty dang worthless in multiplayer, but very, very handy in campaign. You've seen the way they've been ripping into enemy cavalry, and I intend to do the same thing here, lure this enemy cavalry back to its death while being shot.
Look! Friendly banners! Our reinforcements arrive!
Good, good. And of course I can have up to 40 units going on here. So, let's see. Alright, we should have all of our horse archers. Let's
We have gained the upper hand!
yeah, I would say let's put half our horse archers over here and then about half of them over here. And let's get all of our generals up here quickly where I can kind of spot them, because I certainly don't want these guys dying. Pull up all our infantry to this point. And let's just get all these melee cav, put them over here. And all this melee cav can come right here. Okay, got all of our men moving out. It's gonna be time once the horse archers get up here to go on Operation Cavalry Harassment, and we're gonna go do that right now. The enemy cavalry is fast though, and there's quite a bit of it, so we're gonna need to actually be ready with our own melee cavalry to intercede. So let's leave our own melee cavalry back here as a fallback point and basically come up here and get in range of this enemy mounted warband and lure them out into combat. Probably want to watch out for war dogs. That actually could be a potential threat to me. These lighter cavalry units that don't have a particularly large amount of armor are really going to fall victim to the flaming shot of the horse archers. They're going to fall victim to it quickly, which is great. It's exactly what I want to happen. And then the morale busting effect is going to be big also, obviously. Okay, horse archers out here. Melee cav out here. Okay, these horse archers succeeded in killing the first of, I think, 6 enemy cav units. We're going to get started on the second one. And the enemy shot cab just went into diamond, which was a crazy big mistake. Okay. We're going to pull back from the enemy cavalry with our horse archers. Let's just keep them... Let's keep these guys off fire at will for a minute. Okay. Here's our Hun warlord out here. Okay, we got this enemy onager firing on us. Let's just go charge it down with one of my shot cavalry. And we'll use our general to destroy this Germanic mounted warband. It ought to be a pretty easy fight for us. So the enemy has allowed itself to get separated already, so the AI definitely failing in that respect. But we're being fired on over here by an enemy onager. Let's move up all these units here. I'm actually going to take these guys off fire at will for a moment as well. We've managed to mop up the enemy cavalry decisively. In fact, all of them should be shattered here momentarily. That's what I'm waiting on. Definitely so. And now we can just move in the horse archers and let these guys have it. Which is precisely what I intend to do. We mobbed the enemy archers there and took them off the field. Enemy onagers just got taken off the field. Move up a little bit over here. So the I don't know if the enemy have released the war dogs on me or not. I'm not paying attention. Let's get all these bows on fire at will again, because they're going to cause some damage. And let's just keep working on pulling a complete surround of enemy troops here. Let's bring some of these infantry out this way. Those enemy war dogs aren't going to do much, if anything, to me here. And my bow cavalry is actually going to really, really screw up the enemy infantry. Fire at will here. We've got some more infantry coming up over here to intercept the enemy infantry. Their spears are going to get absolutely destroyed. I don't think these Sarmatian spears can hold up against all this cav. I'm actually just going to keep leading their infantry around so I can save the lives of some of my infantrymen. That way I don't have to retrain them. So I'm just going to let my horse archers get their Hun on here, basically. I'm going to charge those war dog unit. Oh, yep, run. Don't want these guys to get killed. Just run away. Let them get shot to death. Run away. Charge the enemy general here. Yep, we're just gonna shoot the enemy to death, because it means less losses for me.
Their general is dead! A lethal blow!
Indeed it is. So the Germanic noble general is dead, and the Alans are now basically gonna suffer at my hands.
The day is yours!
So let's take all my horse archers, fire at will off, get in here into the last units that are fleeing. Only 4 guys left there, 8 left, 2, yeah, so not a lot of their guys are going to have survived this. And my horse archers are just seriously raining death upon every army that seems to come in contact with them, which is very fitting for the Huns. Yeah, you can see I'm getting some nice kills on these horse archer units. Cheap unit with Parthian shot and plenty of ammo, so I mean it's going to be a huge boon to my campaign. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. We've managed to destroy 3 enemy armies in total, and we've kind of been on a tear. Our economy is not on a tear. We're going to have to work on that one, but we are safe for the time being. We've beaten down several enemies in the vicinity, and with our 3 hordes in the same place with a positive income being retrained, I don't really see how the enemies are going to get at me unless they come in a huge force. So anyway, again, hope y'all enjoyed it. I will go ahead and wait till the turn in to end the episode, though. But their army just completely dead. They may have gotten away with a couple of surviving cav units here, and maybe this infantry. Nope, looks like their army is gone. So, the Servants of Khan. I forgot we need to rename some of these units. I am going to go ahead and... I know it takes away some of my chevronage, but I'm going to go ahead and take on some warriors there. Let's see if that Ostrogoth army comes down after me. They're probably still just sending agents after me. My agent, though, so far has done a good job, and I need to recruit more. Yep, Ostrogothic agent. Failing to assassinate, I'm guessing, there. It certainly would be fun to go plunder Sassanid lands because they would be pretty wealthy, but I'm worried that the Sassanids are going to be able to throw a lot of units at me, including a lot of cataphract cavalry, so probably not where I want to go. The Anteans want a peace treaty, which I'm not going to give them. I want to go subjugate them, to be honest. And as soon as my stacks are kind of rebuilt a little, we'll go try that. Gonna have force up here, small force. Doesn't look like they're gonna be a big threat. So, killed some enemies in battle. Hostile agent activity, trying to gather intelligence. Enemy scout failed to kill us. Yeah, we got 2 Ostrogothic agents here after us. So let's continue to see if our spy can succeed. Come on, do it, man, do it. Sweet! So we're wounding the enemy agents at least, so that'll keep them off our back. And let's just take a look. Yeah, from a retraining, and whoo, man, our income just took a dump though. I don't know that we're going to be able to afford to support all these units that we're trying to train. But if we get rid of this mercenary onager, that ought to help. It certainly helped a little.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, we may want to stop training quite so many new units. So like I'll take one away there. Let's take one of those spearmen away. Yeah, let's see. So 1, 1, 1. Take away one of those units there. So we ought to be able to support what forces are left here, but we are going to need to get on the move. So anyway, that'll be coming in the next episode. I'll get on the move, go do some raiding. Like I said, our army should be in a slightly more safe position here. And if we can just get the right units in each army, just a little bit of token infantry, plenty of cavalry and horse archers, I'm guessing we should be able to handle even pretty large enemy forces. And it looks like we got some enemies up here who might need a beating as well. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing off for now.